Hello, I'm Jalith from the OMG pod. Apologies in advance if my dogs just pop up because I'm currently in the garden giving them a little play. But I just wanted to hop on the video and share a little bit about Reborn, as if by magic they are here. So Reborn, what is it? It's a program that I've designed. Well, first of all, I didn't design it. I basically got ill a good few years ago and wasn't sort of too dramatic. It was physical illness where I popped a calf muscle and I could not walk for a good sort of, I think, 6 weeks. I was on crutches and I was laid up, and it was like the universe was going, you have to stop now, woman, and rest, in a nice way. So I was laid up on the couch, leg up in the air, on crutches, and this course, this name, everything came through me. I channeled it, wrote it all down, wrote the modules down, and realised that I had followed this Reborn framework with whatever had gone wrong in my life. When I was younger, and I had a really sort of a challenging relationship where my self-esteem, self-confidence was really sort of suffered, and got over that. Then I was kind of, what am I going to do with my life? Used the Reborn framework to get into something that I really loved. Health issues. I was told I was going to be in a wheelchair by the time I was, I think it was 45, and I'd had young children at the time, and I had lumps in my breasts and had a test, and luckily I was okay for that. So I've been through a few challenges, and also I would say becoming a mum. So the Reborn framework I used for that, because I didn't have postnatal depression, but I lost myself completely. I lost who I was, didn't know who I was meant to be, what a good mum was. I became a mum I didn't want to become, and quite stressy, and like snappy with the kids, and that's not me. And then fast forward to now, I've had a period of time off work, and again, I don't regret the situation, but I've seen the journey now. So I've had this period of time off work, dealing with where my next steps are, and I'm using the Reborn framework to sort out my career and my finances. Sorry, I'm just going to sort my dog out. Just had to throw the ball for my dog to keep her quiet. So with finances and career, I have really lost my way. I'll be honest with you. I have been ignoring my intuition, doing what I feel like I should be doing. My husband got ill, so I was the main breadwinner, so I kind of got myself into this prison where I was working in a job that was no longer aligned, and I had just for the money, because I had to do it to keep our security and our safety. And with everything I know, I could see the signs that I was getting ill, and what you learn in the course, the blocks or the sort of gaps in our aura, our energy field, happen like here with the sort of on our outer external bodies, although it's internal if you like, so the external layers of our inner body, and then they get closer and closer and closer and closer, and then they show up as a physical symptom. So I wasn't ignoring the signs, I was making notes of them, but I was just too caught up in the rat race, and the whole sort of routine of life, the struggle of life, and I've made it a struggle, and everything I did wrong is the opposite of Reborn. So I was basically testing my own framework to go, well, surely if it's going to work, it'll work in this, and it has. So what I can say is it's tried and tested by me for every area of the life wheel that you'll see in the course itself. I am going to say I'm not fully at the end of my journey. I am kind of coming towards the end, so I'm still probably at the end of the tunnel where I know the light is. I just need to embody that way of life that the Reborn teaches fully, and I'm into the position of trust, and I'm about to take a big leap, and I'm about to trust in that big leap. So I love this, and I'm sharing the course now because it's not like I'm this guru sitting with a fat cat on my lap going, oh well, you just need to do this, you just need to do that. I've been through every area of my life, tested this Reborn course with every area of my life, and I'm still with you on that journey because I'm not fully at the end. So I still know, I'm still quite aware of what it's done to my body, my mindset, my identity. So I'm really at the stage where I'm embodying it all, but I'm still in it, and it's all still fresh in my mind, if you like. So sorry, my hair's just gone all over the place because it's a bit windy. So what I want you to do, I would like you to just use this as an experiment, a playful experiment, okay? I do not want you to look at the amount of stuff I've got in there, because it's a lot, and because I talk a lot and I've got a lot to say, because I know it's all going to help. Do not go in there and go, oh my God, when am I going to have the time for that? Because that's a lack mentality straight away. What I would like you to do is look at what's in there and see what jumps out. So in an ideal world, you're going to do all of it, but in your own time. In a kind of medium, it's still going to help. Use it like a menu and like a pick and mix. So with that, you're basically going to go, right, what do I feel I need? And I've got the modules of what you work on. Excuse me. What do I need for module 1 right now, and do that. And if you don't get time for it all, just trust that whatever you feel guided to do in that moment is right for you. Okay, so that's number 1. And do it from a place of a fun experiment, because if you're doing it like a chore, or this has to work, or I'm so desperate it really has to turn my life around, that's the wrong energy to build it from. So we're going to do playful, fun, curiosity, and have fun with it. At the end of it, there's just a warning. Not number one. Warnings are, this is shadow work as well, okay? Shadow work is never pretty. You get into a place where I call the messy middle, where you think, what have I done? So you know when you start to declutter your house and you're like, yes, I'm really going to declutter. I'm so excited. My house is going to be like Stacey Solomon's been in it. It's going to be beautiful. It's amazing. Then you get in the messy middle where all the stuff's on your bed, all the stuff's out of the kitchen cupboards, and you look around and you're like, how on earth am I going to get through this? And there's just so much stuff everywhere. Wish I'd never started that. That's where you get to with energy work, and that's where you get to with shadow work. There's going to be a messy middle where all you want to do is cry, get back into bed, and you're like, why did I start this? However, it doesn't last long. And when you get through that messy middle, you come out really with clarity, with hope, with a trust in the universe. You have a stronger sense of self. You have a stronger sense of being supported by the universe. And you have this inner peace that I think, had you not started the work and the shadow work, it just doesn't come. It's all quite a facade. So you have this real deep inner peace. And slight worry, because there's at the stage I'm at, like, oh, what if it's, like, ego's going, oh, what if it's not true? What if it's not true? What if it's not going to work? So that's kind of towards the end. But the messy middle, just know is going to be messy. But if you can just hang on in there, like knuckle down for the ride, it leads you to something wonderful. My dogs keep just going, please chuck the ball, please chuck the ball. So what about me?